Personal courage isn't a moment. It's a muscle that the Army builds under stress and under strict standards. But those lessons don't end at the gate. They become a lifetime set of values, steady under pressure, grounded in integrity, ready to do what's right when it's hard. I asked my good friend, Jamie Lee Curtis, who lives on the edge of the fires in Los Angeles, to speak to this story.
It was January 7th, 2025, and my city was on fire.
We're surrounded by flames right near Palisades Charter High School, several homes on fire.
We are in Altadena. This is an incredible wind-driven fire. There are so many homes here in danger. It has quickly exploded into more than 200 acres, and it keeps growing.
It was a terrifying night for all of us, but the courage of many unsung heroes saved neighbors, loved ones, and the rest of the city.
You got 72 years of history here. All my mother's pictures when she was a kid, my grandparents, my aunties. Everybody grew up here. My name is Wes Griffin III. Everybody usually calls me Big West. I was born and raised in Altadena. That was home. That night of the fire, there are no lights. I could see Eaton Canyon, the glow, ambers flying all through the air. The fire was jumping across the ridge towards my side. I knew it's time to go. Before I left my house, I asked Jesus, excuse me, asked Jesus to save my mother's house. If it's your will, God, save my mother's house. It wasn't in God's will. He had something else planned. The atmosphere was survival mode. But one of the things I learned in the Army, leave no man behind. Real simple. My neighbor came up to me and, can you help my father? It hit me because he's paraplegic. And I got in my vehicle, came back up to the war zone, saw him laying in the bed with this look on his face like, Wes, can you help me? Yes, sir, yes, I can. And let God use me and give me the strength that I needed to lift him from ground zero to the back of a SUV. Probably about 30 minutes later, the house burnt down. Out of all the disaster areas you've been to, does this compare to anything you've ever seen?
This is probably the worst.
Really, Colonel?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like a war zone.
It's like a war zone. Sure is.
And I'm thankful for the Army Corps of Engineers to help me in my situation.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. When there's a disaster, the Army Corps is called into action to help remove this fire ash and debris from these parcels, yours being one of them. Somewhere on the order of 13,000 properties were consumed by this fire. So the scale is enormous in terms of property, the loss of lives. So the purpose of the program is to come here and remove the public health and safety threat. We go in and remove all of the fire ash and debris. That's the original structure that burned to the ground, any furniture or possessions that were inside that burned up, as well as remove the foundations to allow a fresh building lot to then rebuild their future home on it.
General George Washington appointed the first engineer officers of the Army during the American Revolution.
The Army Corps of Engineers does civil and emergency response operations. We also do military construction projects and a couple of other tasks, depending really on the needs of the government.
The Army Corps of Engineers has a unique organization in being, which covers the entire United States.
The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers has evolved from battlefield logistics, like clearing mines and building bridges, to large-scale construction and disaster relief. They helped tame the Mississippi with levees, built landmarks such as the Washington Monument and the Pentagon, and respond after hurricanes, earthquakes, and tornadoes. Today, seeing the Army Corps on our streets, clearing debris, stabilizing hillsides, reopening lifelines, I'm reminded how strong we can be together. Army Corps of Engineers is helping to make it home again.
The phoenix will rise from the ashes.
Wow.
And when the ashes are gone, you will be able to envision your new home here on this lot.
What do you do during that moment's notice? I was taught from the military, do what's necessary to help your fellow man. And so me at 65 years old, that's what I've learned to do. We'll hear about catastrophes, but you would never think it would happen to you. But the day it happens, prepare yourself. Don't lose it. Be strong and do what you have to do to survive.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, head over to our channel and click the subscribe button. From there, check out our other videos and see what else is going on in the U.S. Army. See you next time.